Hello everybody. Wow, have I got a treat for you today. I am finally going to do something that was literally at the top of my bucket list because it's quite sort of semi-local to me, and I'm here. And what a day I've also chosen for this. We are today in Romney Marsh. More importantly, we are at, on this channel at least, the last remaining church ruin that we can record on this channel because we've done the other two. In the links below, I will put the other two other churches that we have explored, which one of them actually, Midley Church, we did a long time ago with Emma. So hi Emma, if you're watching. But here we are today at Hope All Saints Church. I really hope you enjoy the history lesson. This is a permission visit, by the way. I'd just like to add that. And I will also, in the link below, put down the information about the sculpture park, and if you want to visit this church for yourself, which I thoroughly recommend you should do. It's actually just, I mean, I could tell you so much outside the history lesson, which I probably will do. It's a little bit of a windy day, so I do apologise, but we are on the glorious Romney Marsh. And if you know me and you know my channel, we're not too far away from Rye, and I love Romney Marsh. So to me, this might as well be as close to heaven as I can get. So stay with me, enjoy your history lesson, let's explore it. Come on. Situated on the Romney Marsh lies the remains of one of the most beautifully haunting church ruins that you can find in Kent, that of Hope All Saints. Documented in the records, the area dates back from the Norman period, almost straight after the 1066 conquest. But the main story of how this church really came into existence is when it was started life as a small chapel that namely is referred to as an oratory and would have been built during the 12th century. Then, fast forward to the 13th century, it was, as was common due to population increase, turned into something more substantial, although the materials used were roughly coarse stone interspersed with flint, as was similar to other Romney Marsh churches. Sadly, over time, it would become the ruin that you now see. Well, Hope All Saints would be a victim, like other churches around the area, of mainly its remoteness. However, the exception to this church is that, reading in the records, it would be the last one standing in terms of still being in use, where almost all of the other churches in the area would be abandoned around the 15th century. All Saints would fall into decay around 1573 and then in ruins by the 17th century. With an interesting side note that almost at the end of its decline, it would have a parish population of, drumroll please, 1. Yes, just one solitary person. However, later on, the ruins would become a popular place for smugglers to meet as a waypoint and would add to the lore of Romney Marsh and its smuggling past. The fact now is that it has been given Grade 2 listed status, as well as now being turned into an art and sculpture installation. This ruin has been given a fantastic second life, and one I wholeheartedly approve of. So, let's explore it for ourselves. Well, everybody, welcome back. I think the first thing we need to address is the view that you get when you're up on top of the church itself. And it is absolutely spectacular, and wow, does it give off a huge vibe. I mean, I'm talking like spiritual, off the radar type of vibe, like in terms of, you know, it's a really odd one for me to sort of experience. I didn't think I'd ever have this sort of like energy about it. But also what we need to take into consideration is that part of the sculpture park, or the predominance of it, is basically containing local history, as well as, so all these represent certain things. Thomas Becket, for example, that was a down pilot over there in the distance that had actually died on the Romney Marsh, a Polish pilot. We've also got plenty of other things as well that are around here. Gandhi's over there, I think, also Einstein. And it's literally within the moated ditch. We have Beethoven as well. And what you can do is, when you visit here, there's QR codes. So if I just take you to really what I need you to sort of look at, really, which is obviously, we're doing history of the church today, but I think this is just important. So yeah, Mozart and Beethoven. So Beethoven's there and then Mozart is there. And then you can use your QR code, and then it will, I think from memory, it gives you some audio descriptive sort of about everything to do with the sculpture, etc., etc. If I'm wrong slightly on that, forgive me, but really actually on that essence, it is down for you to sort of check out for yourselves. And again, I will put a link down to how you can get a permission visit for yourselves to visit this place. So let's address we've had our history lesson, so let's actually address the church itself. Obviously, it's one of these history lessons when I put it out there, I'm very well aware that obviously it's how much do I ever put out on a church like this, because actually there's a notation board over there, information board, and then when you're here, it's just, it really just takes you to a different place, shall I just sort of say, like a very transformative place. And I really mean that. It's a strange ruin, this has got a lot of energy around it. And even on a blowy day like this on the Romney Marsh, I really, like I said at the get-go, I would not be anywhere else right now. This is like heaven for me. It literally is. So this is all that is left of the church. Now I understand that what we're saying is obviously we're just seeing the ruins. These are the ruins. We can't really talk about anything else more than that from what we're seeing. But you can see the the holes for the wooden beams that would have probably been placed inside. And again, there's another little QR code there. And this is the wall here. But when you look at it in context of where we are, it's, yeah. I don't know, I'm just very sort of taken aback by it really today. I think also the weather, the mysticism of the weather today also, in terms of like the grey overcast nature of it as well. And yet here I am and I'm really happy. It's strange, and it's very warm today, hence t-shirt weather. It's also really strange. So it's warm, windy and quite overcast, but yeah. But look at that. Remarkable. I've got this all to myself today. So again, I'm very spoilt today. But like I said, if you want to visit it, check out the link below. It's well worth it. Wow, look at that. So believe it or not, there was, as the weather dictates, this ruin does crumble. And most of this has been victim to pretty much many a disaster really. The last one notably being the 1987 famous storm that we had, the Great Storm of 1987. Yeah. But there is an energy about this one. And yet, for all intents and purposes, it is just a foundation with a few remaining walls. But there is certainly something about this one on a spiritual level. Now, we know that actually Romney Marsh, interestingly enough, doesn't really lay claim to many hauntings or anything like that really on a paranormal spectrum. Can you believe that? In fact, you have to really go to Rye or sort of the opposite side of Ashford to sort of find anything more substantial, paranormal, spiritual wise. But when you're in the marsh, it's amazing really how little amount of stories and stuff there are in terms of paranormal or anything else like that. Whether you believe in it or not, obviously I use it as a folklore sort of tool really. But I mean, wow, it's like when you're here, it's yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. There is an energy about this place which is just remarkable. But like I said, today we're just really here. You've had your history lesson. And really all I'm here to do is just to sort of like, just show you this wonderful little ruin. And then I can get to say that I've ticked it off. Done the 3 main ruins of Romney Marsh churches. So this is the final one. Well, like I said, again, I'll put down the link to the other 2. And that means that basically any other churches that are on the Romney Marsh are the ones that are actual normal churches, like Thomas a Becket Church. There's loads, but Thomas a Becket Church, probably the most iconic one in terms of if you type in Romney Marsh churches, you'll get Thomas Becket Church. And yeah, we're here. We're here at Hope All Saints. And I love the fact that it is called, I love the fact that it is Hope All Saints. Hope. Wonderful. I'll just show you this whilst we're here. Like I said, I didn't want to make this too fancy today. This is just a lovely little exploring video. Permission visit. Again, like I said, just encouraging you to come down. But if you look in the little cracks in the wall, you can see beautiful little bits of sculpture as well, namely an angel there. Purposefully put in there. A key, which was referenced to being potentially a Norman key, because there was a Norman door here originally. This would have had still its original Norman door. And then if we look down here, which I think is the best thing, to be honest, just because how cool it looks. If you can see that, it is a skull. It's filled with lots of symbolism in it. Look at that. Remarkable. Don't worry everybody, we will be seeing donkeys and sheep over there as well, because I need to just have a little fix of looking at my animals and having just saying hello whilst we're here. Yeah, remarkable, truly remarkable. So there you go everybody, Hope All Saints Church. Definitely does give me lots of hope, I tell you. Really, really does. I cannot believe the energy from this place though. There is just like a vibe. It really is. There's like a warmth just hits you. Look at that. Wow. Picture postcard that. Well, there you go. I'm going to take you down to say hello to the animals. I think we're pretty much done. How cool was that? Really cool. So, as we leave, I wanted to show you this. These are actually, it does say on there anyway, and if you came here, you'd understand it a bit better, but this is a replica bell of what would have been at Hope All Saints Church. And it's wonderful. I mean, again, I love this contrast of just beautiful iconography, sculpture, everything that I love anyway, in my own way. And I love this, and this is a replica. I just find it amazing. And then we've got to see the donkeys. So we've got to see the donkeys before we go. Hey. Hello. Come on then. It's got scratchings. Go on then. Hello. Hello. Oh. Gonna be on camera. Sniff, sniff. Yeah, all right. Oh. I haven't got anything. Oh, there we go. And there's the other one. Oh, side strokes. Side strokes. Oh. Hello. You're beautiful. The two ladies. Hello. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh. Sometimes you just need a bit of pet therapy, don't you? Hey, just need a bit of pet therapy. Christ, couldn't have been a more perfect day really today. Get to go to my last ruined church in Romney Marsh, and I get to stroke some donkeys and just see some amazing wildlife. Don't really get any better than that, does it? Anyway, in the immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. I really hope you enjoyed that tiny little explore of the last standing Romney Marsh church that we have, ruinous one obviously. Thank you so much. Thank you, and I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, for the exclusive access. Feel free to check out the sculpture park in the link below. You need to do it, and you need to come here and arrange a visit. It's easy to do it online, and you get to have this and get to have a look, feel the energy. Get your QR code thing out, start scanning and find it out. It's beautiful. Like, the sculptures are absolutely amazing. Obviously, for example, we have St. Patrick there. St. Patrick was famous because he was a saint who potentially removed all the snakes from Ireland. So there's a St. Patrick on top, and then there's some snakes at the bottom. And then there is our George and Dragon there as well. And there's a lot more symbology in that than you would understand. You need to come here and read it. It was absolutely fascinating. I just happened to overhear, whilst I was here, about how amazing that is, and I won't say any more. And then we've got St. Andrew as well. So these will all be the saints here. And then Thomas a Becket, like I said, and the Polish pilot who, well, that's a remarkable story. I might save that one to do on my channel at some point. Didn't know about that story. Really interesting. Anyway, yeah, like I said, any more words for Phoenix history. Thank you guys for coming along with me. Take care, everybody. Feel free to check out the two last remaining ruins of Romney Marsh. We can say we did it now, can't we? Down below. And thank you for the permission visit. It's truly been remarkable and wonderful at Hope All Saints, a place that I know very well by driving past it. Finally get to say I'm here, tick it off, explore it. We are done. Documented it history wise as well. Bonus. And again, I'll put the link down for the sculpture part below, which obviously will allow you to have access and to have a wonderful day out for yourselves in this area. Haunting, spooky, mystical, spiritual, lots of words to describe Romney Marsh, and that pretty much epitomises it. Anyway, take care, everybody. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. It really goes a long way. Much love to all of you out there. You ready? Okay then. Slowly now. Kapow. See ya.